Let's get into it. Greetings and welcome to the SwagHer Daily Brief, produced by Arnya T.M. Davis, and I'm your host, Fancy. This is news for the women proving that legacy isn't given, it's earned, one comeback and one encore at a time. First off, how was the weekend? We had a family gathering. My brother barbecued, and my son Ty and I made the sides. And I'm going to let you all in on a secret. I had never seen Dreamgirls before, so that was my first time watching it during the family gathering. But tell me about your weekend in the comments. Did you attend Essence Festival? And now for the news to go right into things. So, story number one, Naomi Osaka stuns world number one Aryna Sabalenka, hold on one second, to reach first Wimbledon quarterfinal. Let's start on the court because this one has been a long time coming. Naomi Osaka defeated world number one Aryna Sabalenka 6-2, 7-6 twice on Sunday to reach her first ever Wimbledon quarterfinal. It was Osaka's first win over Sabalenka's in 8 years, dating back to the 2018 US Open. Excuse me, after having already lost to her 3 times this year alone. Osaka cruised through the first set, then closed out a tense tiebreak after Sabalenka saved one match point with an ace before Osaka converted the next. The win snapped 2 of Sabalenka's streaks, 14 straight Grand Slam quarterfinals in events she's entered, and 21 consecutive tiebreak wins at majors. My thoughts, 8 years is a long time to carry a loss and still show up ready to close it out. That's not luck, that's patience. The kind that doesn't make headlines until the day it finally pays off. Naomi didn't rush her comeback and she didn't need revenge to make it right. She needed one clean match. That's a lesson for anyone sitting on an old score. You don't have to settle it out, you just have to be ready when your moment comes back around. And my question for you guys, what's a comeback you're proud of that nobody saw coming but you? Tell me in the comments. You can drop your comments below and I can read them aloud on the screen if you don't mind. Well, I'm going to be reading them, so I don't know if you mind or not. If you drop them there, I'm reading them. Story number two, Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats sons. Swiss Beats 15-year-old son turns music royalties into a 7-figure investment. Let's talk about a different kind of comeback, a head start. Egypt Dean, the 15-year-old son of Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats, has reportedly made a 7-figure investment in Ball is Life Hydro, a sports drink brand, using royalties he earned from producing part of a Kendrick Lamar track when he was just 5 years old. Instead of spending those early earnings, Egypt reinvested them into a brand that lines up with his own passions for basketball and entrepreneurship. His parents say they've always encouraged their children to build their own path, and this move shows Egypt doing exactly that, going from earning producer royalties as a child to becoming an investor as a teenager. My thoughts, this is the blueprint right here. Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats didn't just hand their son money. They modeled ownership until he understood it well enough to practice it himself at 15 on his own terms. Notice he didn't do it. Notice what he didn't do with it. He didn't spend it and he didn't wait for someone to hand him a seat at the table. He built his own. If you are raising the next generation, this is the assignment, not just providing for them, but teaching them what to do with what they earn. And my question for you guys is, what's one money lesson you wish someone had taught you before you turned 15? Tell me in the comments. For me, I have to say, I wish somebody would have talked to me more about saving. Like, I know we talked about it, but I didn't really grasp it, like make it, if someone would have broke it down to me, like, hey, you could save this much each week and be able to, have this much later on, I think that would have really helped me a lot at a younger age. Because I did start working early, but I was definitely not saving. So I wish I would have known it because I started working at 16. And story number three, Babyface, Brandy, and Monica close out Essence Fest with a masterclass in R&B legacy. Now let's talk about the night that reminded everybody why Essence Fest is still the culture's biggest stage. Babyface opened the night with a set built entirely from his own songwriting catalog. Hits he wrote for Boys to Men, Bobby Brown, Tevin Campbell, After Seven, and Tony Braxton, backed by a live band. The standout moment came during a song for Mama when he played guitar as the Superdome screens lit up with tributes to Felicia Rashad and Michelle Obama. Then Brandy and Monica closed the night together, celebrating two careers linked by R&B history for 30 years. Brandy brought out MC Light and Yo-Yo for I Want to Be Down, honored Whitney Houston with How Will I Know and I Want to Dance with Somebody, and delivered Have You Ever. Monica paid tribute to Mary J. Blige before closing with For You I Will. My thoughts? This is what it looks like when the culture takes care of its own. Babyface spent his whole set proving that some of the biggest names in R&B were built on songs he wrote quietly from behind the scenes. And Brandy and Monica didn't need a manufactured rivalry to share a stage. 30 years later, they know exactly what they mean to each other and to us. That's the difference between a moment and a legacy. A legacy doesn't need to compete with itself. My question for you guys is: which song lives in your body rent free by either Brandy or Monica? Tell me in the comments. I think mine would be Love All Over Me. I think that's the name of it. Y'all, look, don't get me wrong, because y'all know how Black people be with song titles. My sources today was The Griot, ESPN, CNN, Essence, and Baller Alert. Now, let me tell you about something I want you in the room for. The Black Women of the Future dinner is coming, and tickets are officially live on Eventbrite. This is a room built for the women building a legacy right now. The founders, the creators, the leaders who are done waiting for permission. Details and registration are on Eventbrite. Spots are limited, so if this is calling you, don't sit on it. That's your SwagHer Daily Brief for Monday, July 6th. I'm Fancy. This brief was produced by Arnya T.M. Stay visible, stay grounded with SwagHer. Peace and blessings.